Hey, yo, what up? This is Mob Justice Steve. It's your boy Mob Justice right here. We've got the girl Cece, who is about to release an album slash mixtape, and we thought that this afternoon we'd just get an insight about what she has in store for us. What up, Cece?
Hey,
How are things?
hi, happy people. Things are good. Things are good.
Okay.
Really excited about the mixtape.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy ride. Lots of work, lots of emotions involved, but I've been having fun with it, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out and how people react to it.
Okay, no, that's fine. I feel like the first thing that we have to know is why March 9? Because it was a very specific date that you came out with. So I feel like, is it something you're willing to tell people, or was it just a sentimental thing?
March 9 is. I just picked. There were two reasons I picked March 9.
Yeah.
The first one being that March 9th was about a month after everybody would be back at school.
Okay.
And we all know that when people are at school, we like to procrastinate and go online and read things and stalk people.
Yeah.
So I knew we would have time to make people aware of the mixtape and get excited and yeah. Second reason being
Yeah,
March
you don't
9th
have to.
is-
You don't have to be shy. You don't have to be shy.
it's the birthday of somebody that I used to know
Ah, yes, the real
at some
reasons are
point in
revealed.
life.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay, fine. So there's like a proper sentimental reason somewhere there.
something like
Whether
that.
you expand on it or not, there is okay,
Sort of.
okay, that's fine. Who else? Who have you been working with? Like in terms of getting your beats, writing the songs in studio,
Oof.
that sort of thing.
I've worked with lots of people and it's been fun. I've loved, oh my.
Ah.
I've worked with some really, really creative minds, some really beautiful people. Okay, whew, so many names. Beats, I did some of them myself.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell the ones I did myself because they're not great. But that's because Dear Cupid is made up of songs that I've done progressively over time. Because I started writing music when I was 15 years old.
Okay.
Started making beats when I was about 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to over-process the songs that I did back then because
Okay.
I want the inexperience and kind of not knowing what's going on because nobody knows what's going on with the relationship thing. We don't know. I wanted some of that to come through.
Okay, so it's like a progression of Cece, going through the, the rhythm of life and love and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
So
that.
some of the songs you hear, they sound a lot more polished. And who else did my beats? Daniel. Yeah, Daniel. But he's more known as Hash Brown or 116. He did some of my beats as well. He's
Where
a
is he?
phenomenal. He's in England.
Okay.
He's a phenomenal. He has such a beautiful mind. He just, wow. Casey also did some of my beats. Casey's in Zim.
Which part of them?
He's in Gweru.
Okay.
I went to junior school with Casey, primary school.
Okay.
So that's how I know him.
Okay.
He's just, wow, he's crazy as well.
Okay.
I feel like you kind of have to be a little bit crazy to be able to create really good music.
Okay.
I also worked with in the studio. I worked with some guy. I don't know his real name, but everybody calls him Jeezy. So
Oh, Jeezy. I know Jeezy.
I worked with him in the studio. I worked with Prince Tabfuma, aka Orskid. I worked with him as well. Both of which those guys are in Gweru. I did all my studio time in Gweru. I worked with a very good friend of mine, Russ. But on the mixtape it'll say Chronic. I've known him since I was 13, 12.
Okay.
He's more of a poetry person, but he does the rap thing for fun. So we had a lot of fun on the 2 tracks that we did together for the mixtape. He's in England as well.
Okay.
And Mackie. I did 1 track with Mackie. Mackie has an EP out called The Good Race. Guys, go find it. It's really good. I love it. Mackie is a phenomenal singer. He I did one of the songs on Mixtape with him. He's really, really good. Such fun people, such crazy people.
Okay. So basically, the theme, or something that's I'm finding from your producers is that these are people that fundamentally know Cece, or at
More
least
or
sort
less.
of
The beats
have an idea
people,
of
yeah.
what Cece is about.
My beats people know me personally. They do.
Okay. Are you a perfectionist?
Little bit.
It's okay.
Every time, like I'm taking sound technology as a subject this year, and every time I walk in to sound tech class or a tutorial, I walk out and I feel like I need to change something. I need to redo that song. But I mean, I can't.
Okay.
So I guess I'll save up all my new knowledge for the next mixtape if I do another one. But like, I'm very, very fussy and I'm very meticulous about my work. I feel like there's certain people who have been suggested to me to do this and do that, and I see their work and I'm like, I know it's mean, but I'm like, no, we'll wait for somebody else.
So you have to be actually comfortable with who you want to work with.
Yes.
So that you can actually go out and work with them.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I guess another question to ask is, how many songs are there on the mixtape?
Their songs, there are 14.
14 songs.
Yeah.
Which are your favorite two?
Oh my. I don't know how to. Ooh.
Okay, fine. Let me rephrase. Which do you think are the two songs which people are going to respond to the most? You know, like the actual, what you'd call the singles of the two.
Okay, because I can't choose my personal favorites because that's kind of like choosing a favorite child.
Yeah.
When I write music, they're like my babies, all of them. So I know definitely Dream. Everybody who's ever heard that song is in love with it. I know people are going to love Dream. Yeah. And I don't know which other one.
What about the title track? How's that?
Oh, Dear Cupid is cute. Yeah, a lot of people probably like that one too. And which other one? Can't Get Enough is another one that I think people
What about
like
that song which you think is going to surprise people? Because there are those songs which only when you listen to the album you say, oh, but this was a very good song though. Songs that you never discover until you actually listen to the whole EP.
I feel like that might be I'm stuck between one. I did a Paramore cover. There's only one cover on the mixtape.
Yeah.
For The Only Exception, and I did it with piano instead of guitar.
Okay.
And it's got a very, I feel like people might be surprised because I'm a little bit of a clown.
Yeah.
So people are always like, bubbly, Cece. So I feel like that might surprise people a little bit. Also, You Lied might surprise people.
Okay.
Which I put on there. It's actually it's a completely unprocessed song. There's nothing, it was me in my room with my keyboard, with the crappy ass microphone I had at the time.
Yeah.
And I had just written the song and it was exactly what I was feeling at that moment. People are probably going to wonder why I didn't process the song is because it needed to be exactly the way it was, what I was thinking, what I was feeling.
Have, like, integrity.
Exactly.
Okay, no, you said before that the album or the mixtape is basically like a progression of Cece over the years, her experiences in terms of love, in terms of, going through, emotions and all that.
Some of them, yeah.
But is there, would you say that each song reflects a progression, or would you say that some songs specifically have to do with either a specific person or specific incident?
I might lie to people and be like, yo, it's just music, yo. I write from everywhere. I might sell you people these dreams, but every song I've ever written, every single one of them,
yeah,
I can put a name to every song, and I've written almost 100 songs now.
Oh, wow.
In my musical. Yeah, I've written more than 100 songs, and every song I can tell you that this song was about this person. But a lot of time I just lie, and
Okay,
which is
that's fine.
bad,
So
but
that's like your little secret in the closet. Okay,
yes.
that's fine. And then in terms of like building up hype until March 9, like how has that been going? Like what are you using? Who are you using? Where are you using it?
I have been tweeting a lot.
Ah,
I tweet about it all the time. My cover photo on Facebook.
ah,
Um, I Instagram stuff
yeah.
like, this is me. I'm so tired sleeping after I shot the video for this song for my mixtape. Get my mixtape, guys. Everything is just, yeah. Oh, my album cover artwork is out, guys. Get keen, March 9th. I just, and I share a lot from my SoundCloud page
Yeah.
on my Facebook.
Okay.
A lot of my Facebook posts lately have just been, I've put out one song from the mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
to get people, yeah, people should listen to that
So
and get
basically,
excited.
just tell us in terms of getting in touch with you, like first Twitter, because Twitter,
yeah.
Facebook, and then maybe SoundCloud. Tell us
Yeah.
how can we go on March 9, listen to the music? How can we download the music? How can we engage with Cece?
Um, I'm not one of those cool kids who locks her tweets. I don't,
Uh,
you can follow me on Twitter. Even if you don't want to follow me, you can just search for me and check out my tweets and stuff.
so
That's
that's
fine.
at.
I will be tweeting at Cece051.
In terms of the March 9, when the album is actually released,
Yes.
mixtape is out, like how can people get you in terms of SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter? Where are you going to post the things, and how can people actually, get in touch with you?
I'm gonna post the mixtape on my SoundCloud page.
Uh,
But I tweet about it a lot. I post about it on Instagram a lot. My cover photo on Facebook is a promo picture pertaining to my mixtape. I have been doing little posts and tweets and stuff. But yeah, I don't lock my tweets or anything. I'm not, too cool to talk to people. So
okay.
at CC051,
Okay.
CC with two E's.
Okay. So that's Twitter.
That's Twitter. You could just tweet me and
then
I'll send you
Facebook?
the link. Facebook, my Facebook name is Cee Cee Marikano.
Okay.
Marikano.
Okay.
Yeah, just find me. I'm not very difficult to find. And my Instagram is cc_who_sings. So you can look
That's an
for me on
interesting one.
Instagram as well.
Okay, fine. As we close and wrap up, what's the one thing you've learned from this entire process, being in studio, writing the songs, possibly doing a video, posting on Instagram, trying to create hype, March 9, all that stuff? Like, what's the one thing you can say you took out of the entire process?
It's work.
Uh,
It's so much work. I've had a really deep level of respect for musicians and their art and the things they have to do. But actually doing it myself, as much as I've had fun with it, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes dedication. It takes passion. It takes money. It takes work. And there'll be days you really, really don't want to do things. Or you go into the studio and you'll be in such a foul mood, and you have to sing about how much somebody makes you feel like you want to touch the sky, which is a song you wrote when you were 16 before that person just screwed you over completely. It's just work. Sometimes you have to channel your energies in ways that you really might not feel like doing, and it's just people want to just disregard music and so quick to judge an artist and their work. But just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not a beautiful piece of music. And you need to appreciate that person took time and put in so much more than just, hey, what rhymes with brain? Stain, let's make a jam. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. And, writing music for me, it just takes 2 minutes.
okay.
But
So,
actually making a mixtape, making relatively quality pieces of music. It's
not easy.
whew,
Okay.
it takes work, man.
Last two questions.
Okay.
How do you keep doing it? And who is your support system?
How I keep doing it? Man, it's what I live for. Music has been that one thing for me ever since I can remember. I was like 3 years old, and my mom would stand me up in front of visitors every time somebody came to the house. And I mean, all I could sing at the time was like, I'm a little teapot, but I performed that song like I was Beyonce on the Mrs. Carter World Tour.
I can imagine.
Ever
And I'm sure
since
there
I
must
can
be like
remember.
little VHS videos and
I'm not bringing those out, but they are. Yeah, I've loved music ever since I can remember. I've been put in choirs when I was too young to audition because my music teachers would be like, this child.
So you're like a prodigy.
Don't say that. I don't know. I'm really. Music has always been that one thing. When I can't deal with anything else, when everything else is just like, I just need my iPod and a good pair of earphones or headphones, and I'm good. That's all I ever need when everything else is falling apart. Music's always been that one thing for me.
Okay.
My support system, woo! Yes, I have a phenomenal support system, guys. And I might not get all of you. Sorry if I forget anybody. But I know definitely I've had there's people who I can go to with my music who will always tell me, even when I don't want to hear it, you have to do it again. You have to go harder. You need to keep moving forward. I have people who tell me when it's not good enough. And I don't like hearing that, but I appreciate it.
Like
and I need people like that. I'm grateful for them, and I keep moving. I have people who I'll call in the middle of the night and I'll be crying and I'll be like, I can't do this anymore. It's just too much. And they'll be like, no, it's going to be good. It's going to be fine. I have people who I send songs to and they're like, ooh, girl. And we can like be excited together and jam with me. I have an amazing support system. I have Angie Pants, my flatmate. I love you, Angie. Me and Angie been friends since we were 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
I've known her my whole life. I don't know if it was a conspiracy. Our parents sent us to the same schools, junior school, high school, uni, everything. I love that girl. Oh my, she rocks my socks.
Okay.
My music teachers, I've had amazing music teachers my whole life. Mr. Lupia, Mrs. War, you guys were awesome. I have a recently acquired friend. Her name is Tiffany. Tiffany's awesome. I love Tiff. She has a very strong opinion about things, and when it's not good enough for her, it's just not good enough.
So she's that person who tells you the truth.
She always tells me, girl, no, start again.
Okay.
I have my little cheerleaders. Taku's always been one of my cheerleaders. I love that girl. Recently acquired also is Mackie, who I worked with on the mixtape. He's really supportive, and he always gives his 100% honest opinion. And he always tells me ways to get better as an artist, and I really appreciate that. And Russ, who I also worked with on the mixtape, Russ is I hate it because he knows me so well.
Those are the worst people.
They are.
You cannot deceive such a person.
I cannot deceive. He'll say something and I'll be like, no, but, and I'll think I'm smart like this, and he'll be like, you're lying. He's never rainbows and bunnies with me about anything. He's always telling me the truth. And there's you, Mudiwa, actually, because I always bother you with my things. You've been so helpful with the mixtape and interviewing me and things. I always bother you with my things, and you're always giving me your opinions, and we've worked a lot with that as well. And and my cameraman, who's doing a little dance in the background, Shakes. We see you, Shakes. Yeah, it's been a crazy ride with this one. Who else? I have so many friends who've been so supportive and so loving and just, you know, always pushed me. Casey as well. Casey's been pushing me for 2 years now with my music. He actually, when I was a little bit broke during the vacation, gave me some of the money I used to go into studio.
You need that loan shark friend.
You need that loan shark friend. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, those are like the major people who have been supportive. And the guy I'm dating right now, he's been really sweet.
Well, you heard it right here first on Mob Justice TV. It was your boy Mob Justice interviewing the girl Cece. Go out March 9, get the album. It's called Dear Cupid, SoundCloud, Facebook. We will be posting there. She'll be posting, giving people highlights. And look out, there's possibly a music video in the works as well. So go out and download. This was Mob Justice TV. I'm your boy Mob Justice.
Sell me a dream.